In this video, we're breaking down a 26 kill solo win that I had. Now, just start off like always, this is my landing spot. If you guys don't have one yet, I highly recommend this one because there's a good amount of crates that you can get from this building and that building. And then if you approach that by a zoo, there's even more crates that you can get. So you're pretty much guaranteed about $15,000, and most likely you're able to get a weapon loadout crate, which is how I ended up getting my loadout here. And now skipping ahead, this haul was a little light. We only have 9,000, but if you guys notice, there's crates right here that's been hit. There's 2 registers in here, another crate. But these guys were fighting, so we decided just to get the kill really quick and try to get some of that money back that we could have had. So if you guys notice, usually what I do when I first start off a game, I'm looking to have both of my guns, my perks, and then a UAV. That's really all I need. Everything else that you're gonna get on the way. So here we go. We buy perks, buy UAV. Now, luckily for us, we have a zip here that we can just take and fly straight to the north side of the map. Usually when I land here, I always go north because that's where like all the hotspot is. That's where a lot of the action is, just in this general direction right here. So what we're doing is we're taking the zip, looking at the map to see what's going on. And now you guys see we have 2 dots on the map fighting right here. We have this guy and then another guy inside, right? I'm already going into this fight knowing I'm picking up both of these kills. So what I did was I landed on the roof first to make it a one-on-one fight between me and him, and to block off the line of sight from me and the guy he was just fighting. So if you guys notice, man, we just jump in there pretty fearless because they were just fighting. So they're more than likely both going to be weak. And if you guys notice, I don't spend too much time looting them because we already have everything we need. We have 12 plays, both of our guns, perks. What else do we need at this point? Unless it's like a UAV on the ground.
Holy mother.
And that's pretty much just centering right there. Like, I had no idea he was in there. I didn't even hear him. But you can kind of see him right there, right? But if you guys notice, my dot is pretty much centered. And then as soon as I noticed that he was there, I lifted it up a little bit. I have a bad habit of dropping my centering, like kind of towards the ground, just because of like how you have to loot. A lot of the crates and everything that you want to get is going to be on the ground. So I guess just over time of playing Warzone 2, my centering has dropped a little bit. So just be aware of that if you guys are playing Warzone. Because even right now, like my centering is pretty low. And I'm not talking about centering, it's that white dot. But trust me, whenever I know that somebody's around, if I hear audio, that centering is on point every time. It's just like when I'm just running around, just not really thinking too much about it, then that's when it starts to veer off to a little bit lower. But if you guys notice, I have 2 SMGs. So in this gameplay, you guys are also going to notice how I kind of like cover distance between me and the enemy if I need to get closer to them. So this guy across, he's seen us. I only have 2 SMGs, so I have to get closer. So all we're doing is we're just taking small cuts, small pieces of cover while we're moving forward. So now we got this guy weak, so we're just going to Superman across and just push up on him. And if you guys don't know how to Superman yet, all you have to do is dive off of a ledge and then spam your jump button. All right, so now with this kill right here, what I like to do whenever I hear somebody up top, like obviously if his audio is that loud, then I'm assuming that he's already at the top level and he's probably pushing out looking for me, because if I can hear him, he can hear me, right? So what I do is I jump straight off, so that like kind of mutes my audio so he can't hear me because I'm midair. So he has no idea if I'm just laying down in the corner or if I'm still up top. He has no idea what I'm doing because I'm midair right here. Like I have all the control in that fight. If you guys notice, he ran out and he was still looking up top. Like when somebody's jumping around you like that, it's hard to like swing your aim up and look around while they're like moving above you. And then going back to that centering, let's talk about that really quick. Like I said, I hear audio in here. Every time I hear audio, that centering is on point. Like I'm trying to put my aim to where I know for sure I can just snap directly onto him. You guys seen that? It literally took no time for me to get that aim on him. I know a lot of people have been asking me, are you going to swap from, you know, tap to dive to slide? I don't really think you need to. You can hold it just fine and still get off moves that you need to do, because I'm damn near one shot and I got the slide off no problem. And it saved me, so I think I'm going to keep it how it is. Because diving is so useful just because of that Superman jump. If it wasn't for that, then I may do tap to slide, but for now, I'm keeping it how it is. So now all we're doing is just running away from this guy, and we're trying to see if he's pushing. His audio makes it seem like he's like sprinting and then crouch walking, sprinting and then crouch walking. So all we're doing is just trying to see if he's here. Now, like I said before, I don't like taking fights like this. I don't know why I even entertain this. Because I almost died. Like, if you get a staircase fight like that, it is a 50-50 chance. Even if you are so much more better than the guy you're fighting, it's 50-50 every time. So what we did now was just jump down and try to change the fight a little bit. And just try to add a little bit of skill gap to it. Because this guy is just playing careful. He's like ADS walking up the stairs, crouching everywhere. So you never want to take a fight like that, because it's not going to end well for you. So we just had a little bit of that peeker's advantage by jumping around the corner. His shots were a little bit too late getting on to me, and I'm pretty sure my shots landed first. Let's see. So this guy was actually in the corner, so I mean, just a simple kill, not really much to say. There goes that hold to slide though. And also one more thing I want to mention right here with this fight is that you guys notice I'm not ADS walking around the corner. I'm telling you guys, don't do that no more. Stop doing that. In this game, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's skill-based hit reg, if that's even a thing. Ping, I don't know what it is, but if you ADS walk around the corner against another player, whether they're good or bad, it's 50-50 every time. Stop doing that if you want to survive fights. So all we did there was we just slid right around them. Sliding is the lead in this game. Ever since the update, I hope they buffed it again, but ever since the update, it's definitely been useful. Right here, we got two guys in the staircase fighting. I was trying to be greedy and get up there to be able to get both of them, but I noticed that there was another guy right here. So I just decided to give up on that fight for now. And just go for the easy kill. Once again, you guys notice the centering? That centering is on point. Just take a look at the map. You can kind of assume where he's going to be at. It took me a little while for my eyes to lock onto him because I didn't expect him to be laying down right there, but that centering was on point. And now for us to get up here and get this guy, we just took the zip. Kind of muffled that audio because he didn't hear us clearly right here. And we got up there pretty fast. So if I was to take the steps under him or the steps behind me, he had a good chance of hearing that. Now this guy, I don't know where he went. I don't know how he got back inside the house, but somehow he did. I swear I thought he jumped off. And man, you gotta love these UAVs not working on the resurgence maps. It is so crazy that that's even a thing. And this guy, it looked like this guy even popped up late on the map. Stun warrior got him out of there. But now as we're rotating up, we're just taking our time because this is pretty much like a new area. I don't want to just run around here and let my nuts hang like I own the place, because I don't know what's going on over here. So we're just kind of taking our time, observing things from up top. And if you guys notice, I also switched perks. So I went from having what's it, bird's eye to now high alert. If you have a UAV, have bird's eye on. Whenever your UAV is gone, put high alert back on. Both perks are equally useful. And there goes that little sweaty guy from earlier that was stunning me. So we'll just keep that in mind. Like, he's pretty good and he stunned me. So now we're just gonna walk into here and hopefully he doesn't hear us. And I shot too early because I thought he was gonna come in here. But if you guys notice, we're taking our time. Like, this is a player that I'm gonna respect just because of how he was playing before. Like, if I thought he was a bot, I would have just jumped on him right here. I would have just chased him all the way around the corner. But since I knew he was decent, I didn't want to get into a situation where I'm tack sprinting towards him and he's either like laying down around a corner just waiting for me to run across, or if he was smart enough to get behind head glitch and just wait for me. And you guys notice that's kind of what I did with that right there. I went behind the head glitch. I couldn't really have an angle, so I peeked out a little bit. But when he did push up, I jumped back behind that brick wall. So in certain fights, man, you gotta give people their respect, but don't give them too much respect. Because right there, I could have gave that man too much respect and just ran away. But in certain situations like that, you just have to play it just a little bit carefully, a little bit more cautious. And now, once again, if you guys notice, we moved to a new area on the map. I'm not gonna run around like I own a place. I'm gonna take my time, see what's going on, and then just try to get a quick feel of the area first. All right, so let's talk about that really quick. This man came out the sky just gunning. And when I felt like I was losing the fight right here, I try to get behind cover. And now usually when you get behind cover and somebody has you weak in this situation, you can catch them in a attack sprint while they're like trying to rush you and finish the kill. So I thought that's what he was doing, so that's why I popped back up. So I was if you see my aim is right here, I'm expecting him to be from right here So like right in this area trying to chase me down. So in a situation like that, I could 100% got the kill. But he was a little bit further back, so we just snake again, switch guns, and then just finish the kill. For him, honestly, what he should have done, once he see me get behind cover, he should just jump down. Once I have a head glitch and he has nothing, he's just out in the open, you lost that fight. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. I was just spraying and praying. I was trying to get both of the kills. But now we just do this little sneaky jump in because there was a guy that landed in it. So that's pretty much what we're doing right now. We're just looking for him. At this point, I couldn't really find him. I couldn't hear him. Luckily for us, there was a guy that dropped in. So now we're just going to sprint across, but we're also, you know, using this little bit of cover just in case we get shot from any angle. We have somewhere to lay low at and try to figure out what's going on. But this guy across, I wanted to work my way from the top down and just see what's going on. So we ended up hearing him inside. Seen him right here. Easy kill. Usually when I'm like approaching something, I never want to work from the bottom up. If you can, just go to the top and then work down. At this point, we heard people up top. I heard more than one footstep, so I decided it wasn't a good idea of running under them, because if they do finish fighting, then whoever won that fight will just, you know, peek me around the corner while I'm running up and be easy kill for them. And now if you guys notice, that's the skin from earlier. So once again, with good players, I try to give them their respect, but not too much. So I just want to break this down really quick. I did not expect to break him that fast. So if you guys notice, I broke his armor in like a couple bullets. So what I was gonna do is sit right here and wait for him to reach out, because if he wasn't like broken armor, he would have reach out that. But since he was broke, he just decided to run. So in this situation, I could have played it better by just, you know, sending him, but I was not expecting to break his armor in like 3 bullets. I didn't know he was that weak. So right now, all we're doing is we're trying to figure out a way that he would run back up to the top, because this is a sweaty player and I kind of want to get him out of here and not have to worry about him later third partying. And I'm kind of going against my rules of playing in the staircase. I hate doing it, but sometimes I make the mistake of going back to it. At this point, I'm still hearing audio though, so I know for sure he's close somewhere, and I ended up just getting shot at, so I peeked back out and we ended up killing him. So following that kill, we're just sitting over here. We're pretty much looking for the next fight to get into, just because I don't really want to sit up top and just wait for the match to end slowly. Like, I'd rather just get into some action. If I die, then I'll just requeue. But luckily for us, we ended up hearing a bomb drone go off over here. So what I wanted to do was take this far left side and go get a UAV if I could, because we do have 2 smokes and munitions box if we need it. But we ended up finding a good player right here. So I know he's a good player because of how fast he snapped onto me, right? So he snapped onto me pretty quick. After he did that, he immediately got cover. So I'm like, okay, this guy seems pretty good, right? But now I have the upper hand in the fight because I broke his armor. And, you know, I still got a plate on. Now, what I thought he was going to do with most players, they like the ego child. So I thought he was going to jump back over the corner, which is why I initially got behind cover. But he ended up just running off. But yeah, I think we can all agree he was a decent player. So now all we're doing right here is just getting a UAV. I think oh, we already have a gold gas.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
But now, there goes limitations with having 2 SMGs. That man's behind head cover. He's behind a head glitch at like 25 meters out. So it's not really much we can do. We just smoke him and then go around. He doesn't really seem like a good player because he's not aggressive in any way. He's just sitting and waiting. So all we did was just leave him alone because he has to rotate to us eventually. I got high alert. Honestly, I played this so reckless because in a little bit you guys are going to see he's actually up here. I couldn't tell if he was like floating or what he was doing. Or maybe, I don't know. I know sometimes on these buildings, like, you can get high alert through walls. I don't know what it is. But every time I peek, I don't see this guy. Up until he shot me. That's when I finally saw him. So now what we're going to do is just jump over into zone and try to get some type of cover or something. But there wasn't really anything I could have done here because no matter where I go, he's always going to have that high ground on us. Now going back to like how I was saying I play it risky. The whole time this guy was still up top. He was just hiding and like playing so patient. So we ended up jumping up here because I thought he like may have pushed over because I was weak and he wanted to like maybe chow me as soon as I got into the zone. But yeah, I don't know. I'm over here looking for him in corners and stuff, but it turns out he was still behind me across. Yeah, so at this point, I can't really find this guy. And since there's only 3 other players left, I'm just only gonna focus him just because, like, what I'm gonna do? Go look for people sitting in the corner? Like, I'm gonna just take my time and wait for a zone to expose them. Because usually when zones rotate, that's when they start to make mistakes and pop out early. This is where snaking comes in handy. Because, like, every time I snake, I'm looking for information. Like, I'm trying to see, is he pushing up? What is he doing? But this guy just wanted to sit back and just throw shit. Like, he could have pushed me, bro. At that point, if I was him, I would have Superman across and just got the kill. Like, I don't know what he was thinking in that situation. But I guess, like, if you see a player snaking like how I was snaking, you might second guess on whether or not you should push this guy. He might be the real deal. You probably don't want to find out. But I don't know, that just comes with the game, bro. Like, you're not always gonna be the best person on the field every single time. So let's just go back to it. So I'm just snaking, trying to get like some pop shots on him real quick. Other times I'm snaking just to see what he's doing. Is he gonna Superman and jump across? This guy just wanted to throw shit. I'm telling you guys, man, that's why snaking is useful. But once I seen that my gas mask is broke and he's no longer up top, I got a little bit of cover. If I get up top of this roof, I have cover right here if I need it. But most importantly, I have cover on this ledge. I ended up jumping further than what I thought I was supposed to jump. I like glitched forward or something. But it's all good. He actually wasn't expecting that play either. So like I said, like, you want to give some players the respect, but not too much respect. Because he thought he was the Don Weezy. Like, I was just going to leave him alone. Like, nah, bro. Me and you, we're into it right now. Like, I don't know what made him think he should just stop paying attention to me. So right here, I was trying to like shortcut that jump so I can like do like that fast mantle and not like the longer one. But I ended up falling off and it almost cost me because I did not have a gas mask and this guy had high ground. So right now it is all bad. So what we ended up doing was just getting a gas mask from here because this guy just gave us too much respect. Maybe he was scared because I was snaking and I was lighting him up off the heady. I don't know what it was. So I tried to make the play of going up the steps, but I figured that would be a bad idea because he would hear me. And then it would turn into those 50-50 fights to where we're both ADS in the corner. And I'm also taking storm damage while doing that, so it really wasn't an option for me. So I decided to do something crazy and just buy a gas mask. And it ended up working. Because he still didn't peek. Like, bro, you have all the control in this fight right now. But he's just not using it. So right now I'm just checking to see if he's like trying to make a gas play by jumping down and like shooting me from the bottom. But this dickhead tried to throw a drill charge. Like, come on, man. Who do you think I am? That's the play I was expecting him to make earlier. That would have been a crazy play on like an average person that's not expecting it. But I've been doing this since 2008, so I'm kind of like used to the battle royale game by now. Like, I know the ins and outs, the typical moves and strategies. So yeah, man, that's a 26 kill with a double SMG loadout. If you guys learned anything in today's video, make sure you guys drop me a like. If you did not learn anything, just tell me down in the comments how I can improve next time or what I can do better. And lastly, if you guys want to see another video like this where I do a coaching session, click on this video right here. This was another really good one.